the four-time bull riding champion of the world, Tuff Hedeman.
My name is Richard Neale, Tuff Hedeman. I was born at Providence Hospital in El Paso, Texas. I'm a retired professional bull rider. You know, growing up in El Paso, it's a great place. On the west side, a group of the parents, the fathers from around Summer Park, they built a rodeo arena when I was probably 4 years old, and they called it the Upper Valley Rodeo Club. So they started a rodeo club. I started riding small calves at the age of 4 and never outgrew it. Growing up with a name like Tuff, it's like being a boy named Sue. Nothing pleasant, nothing fun, nothing cool about it.
Talk about somebody walking with confidence, just walking the walk, and boy, he is doing it.
Well, you either have to fight or you have to walk, turn around and walk off, and I was never good at walking off. I just wasn't.
Ready, back against it. Tuff is still on his feet. You can see that. Miles there over the top of him. Miles there is going.
Audacious was just a big time, for lack of a better term, badass. Over the course of a few years, I drew him 4 times, and I was lucky enough to ride him once, and it was probably the best ride I'd ever made in my career.
Power right here. Look at the rear and kick and drop on this bull. Look at this. Look at that front end.
The best ride I'd ever made, and probably one of the worst incidents was both with Bodacious, and it happened to be that the bad one, for me, was whenever, it was on live television, and it was, for a world championship, and the second jump, he just rears back and hits me in the face, and what the bad thing about it was, it wasn't like I was out of position, I was doing something incorrectly. I was in great shape, and he just had a real awkward move and a long kind of neck when he came back and just hit me in the face and crushed everything from here to here, and ended up, I had 13 hours of reconstructive surgery. I was hoping that they could have done a better job, but make me look a little bit better, but I didn't look all that good before, but certainly not after. It was the year Lane Frost was killed. He was killed in July, and the national finals are in December. That's where the world champions are crowned. And going into that last round, I didn't think that I had a chance to win the championship. Kind of made a vow to myself that I was going to win the world championship that year for him. It was just like an impulse that I just continued to ride him, and it was kind of that I rode 8 seconds for me and 8 seconds for him. For me, transition from retiring as a cowboy / athlete was easy, because I went from competing to just producing events, and I love both. I try to put the same amount of effort and energy into producing events as I did while I was competing. El Paso is home to me. I mean, I love El Paso. I love coming back here because, I still have a lot of good friends. I was born here, I grew up here, and it will always be home. It just is.
Only in El Paso is produced by KCOS, El Paso PBS, in collaboration with local filmmakers and PBS Digital Studios. Only in El Paso is made possible by support from El Paso Museums and Cultural Affairs Department, working to develop a world-class arts community in El Paso, Texas. El Paso Electric, proud to be your local utility. And Visit El Paso, raising the profile of El Paso to attract visitors from near and far.